Cherry is on it.
Mike.
You're good.
Didn't computer open.
Leo, now mute yourself.
Sorry.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah. He can't even talk back.
Leo,
yes, I can.
shush. It worked. You can see the turn order as well, most likely if you pull it up. But I'll tell you who's going when.
For attack rolls, are we doing just standard attack rolls?
Yes, roll with your full amount, and I will subtract from the end whatever armor or defense would be being pulled. Or whatever it's being defended by.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the order is Mint, Falcon, Cherry, Noir. And I will also say you don't have to start in the positions I put you in. You may choose to start in other positions, but you have to start below this dividing wall, like in the bottom third of the map. You should be able to move your characters as well because I've assigned them to you.
Cherry's gonna be showing up max and acting all cool, leaning up against this pillar because she's a G.
Mid's just gonna be standing out here awkwardly because that's what he does.
All right. So, a little bit of flavor and we'll begin. So Elise chose you two out of the crowd. Or would you rather that you volunteered? It does matter.
Cherry would volunteer.
I'll say that Mint's volunteering.
Okay.
Cherry just wants to punch the top. Legally.
Okay. So as you both walk forward, Noir is standing there, and she looks up from her pad of paper, her notebook, and she smiles even as her fingers continue to have the pen flitter across the page. And she says, "Oh, this'll be fun, won't it?" And Falcon just glares at you and says, "Maybe a little bit of a challenge for them. Hopefully they don't die in the first couple seconds." You may reply. This
You
is
go first. I'll reply after.
Mint makes a stifled cough.
Cherry is gonna unplug her scroll that she had headphones in, and Fuck the Police is gonna be playing, and she's gonna yell, "I'm sorry, did you say something?"
I wish Leo let me name this event that. Falcon just scoffs, and then you guys all enter the arena. So, Mint, you get to go first.
Alright then, Mint's going to move up over, wait, just give me a second to mess around with the ruler to see just how far I can move.
Remember, don't listen to its feet because it's not set to 1. It's set to 3, I think.
Gotcha.
So just count the number of squares with it.
All right, so I'm gonna move him up to the. I believe those are pillars, right? The
Yes,
blue
the
ones.
blue ones are pillars.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna move him up to the foremost. That works.
Yep. If it's within your move speed, it's totally fine. I was saying. And I'm trusting
Okay,
you
then.
guys on your move speed.
All right. Okay. Wait a second. Wait. See. Okay. All set. I'm going to, if it's all right, can I set his defensive merit modifier to armor instead of defense, and I'll prepare a major action if anyone steps close to shield bash.
Sure.
I'm up.
No.
You know what? Falcons.
Falcon is. Okay. I should use that. Falcon just strides forward. In flavor, let's say. He doesn't actually move forward yet. He is going to... Yeah, that works. He's just going to look at his guns for a minute. Just shrug. Wait. Why was Mint supposed to be behind the pillar?
Yeah, but I forgot that we're working with I forgot that we were working with the move speed and move ERP and not D&D because I'm playing D&D so much.
Okay.
Oops.
He's just going to look at both his guns, shrug, and then start unloading on both of you.
Okay.
And let's see what those attacks do.
And now I'm starting to wish I'd got myself in the defensive stance.
Eight. So a hail of bullets just comes firing out and just starts destroying the pillars. And thankfully, the ones that do hit you just glance off of your armor. But you see, as Falcon just starts walking forward, he just unloads his magazines, just drops them on the ground, and just pulls two more out, and just clicks them into his guns. And then he moves there. Wait. I now may have overestimated something. Nope. So now it is Jerry.
All right. actually better idea. Cherry is going to charge. And can she charge and hit?
He is
Falcon?
yes, because he's technically adjacent to the endpoint.
All right, cool. So she's gonna come flying down, and she's gonna just charge and, you know, whack him in the face with a stick. So that is a 6 attack.
Let's say, why, Leo? Why did you roll? Okay, ignore Leo.
At least I have the dice code now.
Yeah, the dice code is a little bit weird for M8s or M whatever's. This is obviously an M8, but
I have to roll one more, yeah?
nope, because it was the last one. So let's see. So Cherry swings a stick at him, and it just whacks against him, and he just kind of looks at her for a moment like, that's all? And then it is Noir's turn. And Noir, seeing her partner being viciously beaten with a stick, says out loud, "Sorry," and shoots at Cherry.
Of course.
And the shot goes completely wide. And as it hits doesn't even get close to either of you, she just kind of ducks her head as she runs over here. Looking a little bit sad. So now it is Mint's turn again.
Alright, okay, let me just cut the ruler again.
Just count squares. And you can always just use your arrows on your keyboard and just click one square, one click.
Alright, okay. That's Mint's move. He's going to use his major to prepare a shield dash for anyone who steps close.
What a useless fuck.
Okay.
That's Cherry's inner monologue, by the way.
It's Falcon's turn. And he just says, "You want to see a real hit?" And then he switches his grasp on his pistols to show the knuckles that they have instead. And he's gonna swing at Cherry's head.
Cherry has kind of high melee negation, so
I see. I say I know. I have it written down, actually. Ooh. Nope. Damn it. It's 5/4 passive defense 2.
yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then he socks her in the shoulder, which makes her lose 1 aura HP. So she is now at 7. And the turn now goes to Cherry.
Cherry takes the punch, you know, kind of rolls her shoulder. All right, old man, let's do this. And now she's gonna all-out aura strike him for 11. She's gonna spin her staff around, kind of switch it to like a baseball grip, and swing at his right kind of upper arm as she does. So she's going to do Called Shot Arm, which will drop it to 9. With 4 successes.
Okay, so she swings at Falcon, and the blow definitely connects. And she feels that there's a, like, it's got a good hit on there, and you see him react, but you don't know how much damage you did, obviously.
Okay, solid hit.
You know that you did damage.
She's proud of it.
Now it is Noir's turn. And Noir is going to look at Mint for a moment, kind of turtling up, and is just going to shrug and let me check one thing, actually, because I've forgotten something on her merit list. Yep. And she's going to flip the gun around and attempt to pistol whip Cherry.
This is police brutality. Why didn't you name the event Police Brutality?
That would have worked too.
Darn it, that would have been amazing.
Wait, sorry. I've got my things all flipped around here.
Don't even worry.
Hey! Holy! And she hits!
Wow.
And Cherry takes 1 damage. And now it's Mint's turn.
Before Mint's turn, Cherry is gonna yell out and kind of scramble for Mint to do something fucking useful.
Alright. Let me just do a second. Yikes. Okay. Alright, okay. So, Mint's actually gonna sprint over. Wait, can he actually do a second? Okay, so Mint's just going to dash over. And I believe that would be police. That's all he can do.
Okay, then it is Falcon's
Also,
turn.
he's gonna yell out an apology to Cherry. Sorry, Cherry. Yeah.
She's gonna take a break from defending herself to specifically turn and flip you off. Like literally, she's gonna hold up one finger to Falcon. Be like, hold on a second, turn around, flip you the double bird, and then let Falcon continue.
Falcon's just sitting there smiling as this happens. Just, sure, go for it.
Oh, also, Gus, if the attack did damage, Falcon's next attack is reduced by the damage.
Yes, I know that.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Sorry, I'm just working out what the total of this attack will be.
Go for it.
So, Falcon just says, nice hit. But now we get to have some serious fun. And you notice that his fists are steaming as he pulls one back, and then his fist catches fire.
I'm about to get fucking Falcon punched.
And
You motherfucker.
Falcon punches her right in the chest.
At this point, Mitch is cringing like, ugh.
For 2 damage.
Damn.
And then it's Cherry's turn.
Is she knocked back because of that? Or
No, just she takes a solid blow. Also, she'd run directly into Noir if she was knocked back, which
Well,
would be funny.
That would be funny. Cherry's going to kind of take the hit and roll backwards a little bit before kind of taking a second and letting wind kind of whip around her. Her tattoos are starting to glow. Her hair is starting to glow. Her eyes starting to glow. Obviously, something big is happening.
I want to watch another one.
She's gonna mouth the words "fuck the police" before dropping a tornado right on top of, right on top of Noir, hitting all 4 combatants.
I'm guessing this is. Wait.
This is Rocky Like a Hurricane.
Okay.
It is a 9 dice versus ranged armor and stamina, and anyone who doesn't pass a stamina check is knocked back 4 yards and falls prone.
Wait, defended by ranged armor and stamina?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, this is her 4 or her 2?
Her 4.
Okay, you said rock you like a hurricane
yeah,
is 2. I'm like, wait, what?
My bad.
Okay, so 9 dice defended by ranged armor plus stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me grab that stat for both of them while you roll. Is it rolled independently for each one?
I would
say yes.
Yeah.
So
I'll roll it 4 times, going from left to right.
Okay, so starting with Falcon, ending with Mint. Say if you want to roll your guys's with that defense already run, that's fine.
All right, so there's I'll go for Falcon and Noir, and then I'll roll minus. Let's see, pull up Mint's ranged armor and stamina.
It's 4 and 3, so minus 7.
All right, cool.
Because I have those pulled up. Minus 8.
So Mint will take 1 and Cherry will take 0. And then
Okay,
anyone
and it's the 2. Okay.
and anyone who does it takes damage? Give me 1 sec. Yeah, so everyone has to make a stamina versus their damage check, or be knocked back 4 yards. So
Okay.
enjoy that.
So Falcon did not seem to expect that, but he doesn't get knocked back by it.
Okay.
Noir, on the other hand, gets knocked back, and it's 4 yards.
4
Okay.
yards away from Cherry.
Mint will need to make a dex check to avoid Noir, who is currently flying at Mint.
Looks like a failure.
So Mint is going to not take any damage from this, but Mint is going to be pushed back.
Oh, by the way, they're also prone.
Okay, they're going to be in a pile. Because the dex check didn't take any damage, but you end up,
Those are good.
like prone, basically underneath Noir. But she's not a very large person, so that's not really a big deal. Okay, it's Noir's turn. So Noir is going to. The option is, what is it? Full speed, no defense, half speed. No, it's half speed, no defense, no speed, full defense?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me pull up the wiki. Rising from prone either is full defense and have no speed, or no defense and half speed.
Okay. Noir is going to rise, kind of like wiggling her way out from underneath. Or no, because Noir is on top. So Noir is just going to stand up and not move at all. And she's going to look down at Mint and say, "Really sorry about this." And then she's going to attack.
Is she shooting him point blank in the face?
No, she's going to be punching. Because she was in pistol whip mode anyway. She is going to... Sorry, I'm going to move Noir so I can actually look at this 5-4. Ooh. And the hit is actually not too hard, but it is decently hard. And Mint is going to take 1. And then the turn goes to Mint. So Mint can either rise from prone, like you said, half speed, no defense, or no speed, half defense. But since
no speed, full defense, half speed, no defense.
What?
If you retain half your speed, you have no defense. If you have no speed, you have your full defense.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, wait, my brain connected those as saying the same thing twice, so I wasn't sure.
Alright, okay. Mint's going to rise from prone and stand and retain his defense. And he's just gonna... Okay, so he's holding his umbrella like, kind of like how you'd expect someone to hold a staff, right? And as he pushes it, as he thrusts it forward, right? Instead of aiming the tip directly at Norm, he aims past her shoulder, right? And he unfurls the canopy for his umbrella, and as he does it, so shield dash attack.
Okay.
You have to put /roll beforehand.
There we go. So, as the umbrella unfurls, and I'm assuming you're pulling back, because it's unfurling, or no, it's going to hit her in the face when it opens, right?
Yep, it's gonna hit her in the face.
Okay. She seems to almost recognize exactly what is happening, and as it goes to unfurl, she does like a limbo to just dodge out of the way of it, like Matrix style. And she just pops back up with a smile and just says, "Very clever." And you see her writing in a notebook, even in the middle of a fight. And then it goes to Falcon, who is looking over Cherry's shoulder for a second. It says, "Noir, focus!" As he... Oh, I guess I... Wait, what's... Cherry's aura pool should be 8.
It should be 6. She aura strike that one time.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, I'm like, what?
I've been keeping track, don't worry.
Perfect. I'm like, my brain didn't connect what was going on. Falcon... Falcon takes a second to assess Cherry before just swinging, but aiming for her hand to try and basically break the umbrella, or not the umbrella, sorry, the microphone stand out of her hand.
All right.
Someone tell me what hand is a minus. I think it's 4.
It's minus... I want to say, hold on. Why didn't I leave this page open? I just was looking at it. Is he going for the disarm or just the, like, called shot?
Actually, let me think for 1 second.
Hand is minus 4. And that's...
Actually, you know what? He's got a better idea as I think about this. He goes like he's going to swing, but instead he goes to wrap his arm and pull her into a grapple. So it's basically like he's trying to do a feint. So, what is her grapple defense?
Oh God, I have no idea.
It's strength and brawl, so...
Versus defense.
Oh, it's versus defense, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And then breaking free is strength plus brawl minus strength.
And yep, he has successfully grappled her. He just says, nice trick with the wind. It's clear he's being sarcastic. And then it's Cherry's turn.
Cherry, as she's pulled in, is going to... Question. Did she make a musician attack without her weapon because she's right by his ear? Or no?
I'm going to say no.
That makes sense.
That's not what I thought you were going to ask, actually.
Well, the other option is just kind of bad, but she's going to attempt to aura strike, headbutt him. So brawl attack plus her aura score, so +4.
Okay. And it's defended against defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll it.
No, not defense. Strength.
Strength. Yeah.
Oh.
Once you're in the grapple, strength is your defense, and you can only do brawl attack. All overpowered maneuvers, no matter if you're trying to do damage or get out.
Then you added her strength to that, right? So it's brawl plus strength plus aura.
+4, yeah.
Okay.
Rip Cherry.
Rip Cherry, she will be remembered.
Rip Cherry. He dodges, he moves his head out of the way. Not the first time someone's tried that. That's not his voice. That's not his voice, but it works. It's the Cinnamon Roll's turn. So now Noir is standing face to face with Mint. And Noir is going to attempt to go for a disarm check. So
Disarm her. I have it pulled up.
it's the higher of strength and dex versus the higher of strength and dex.
Yeah.
So it's Noir's score versus 4. I forget. Is it a roll on? Like, is it roll or is it defended by?
It's your standard attack, so it's
Yeah. Okay.
1 minus. So he has a 1m10.
Why does he have a 1m10?
Because it's a 0 m8. You said it was a 4 versus a 4.
No, I said it was Noir's score versus his score.
That makes sense. Yes. So it's just minus.
Okay. And Noir fumbles it as she's attempting to, she still has her pen in her hand because she hasn't put it back away yet. So she fumbles to try and not drop her pen at the same time as she tries to grab for the umbrella, and she just ends up grabbing the pen but not grabbing the umbrella. So then it's Mint's turn.
Okay, Mint notices the fumble, but unlike others, he doesn't really comment on it because he's kind of like a second-hand embarrassment kind of guy. So he flips a latch on the crook of his umbrella, and out his shield drops from the end of the umbrella. He's going to catch it out of the air and make a shield dash with it.
Okay. Roll it. Yep, that's no. Once more, Noir is basically just bobs and weaves under the umbrella, still fumbling with the pen until she finally has it in her grasp, and she goes, "Okay, good." And she puts the pen away. Then it's Falcon's turn. Falcon is going to do an attack.
And overpower?
Yes. So by Cherry's strength.
It's a 2.
I can say Cherry's not a fan of being in this grapple as she takes another 2.
No, she's not.
And then it's Cherry's turn.
She's going to curse and basically wonder why she didn't pick a better partner. And then use her aura to heal herself. So she's going to activate Healing Aura, so 4 health over 4 turns.
Okay, so she jumps to 3, goes down to 2 aura.
Then she's going to attempt to break free of the grapple.
Okay.
So strength plus brawl minus attacker's strength.
Correct.
So let's pray.
And she does it. She breaks free.
Shook.
Damn, son.
So that was her major action.
No, that's her whole. That's her whole turn. Because
She has a minor action, technically. Healing is a
healing is a minor.
Right?
Yes,
So she has
but
a
you
move.
don't have a move when you break a grapple. The breaking of the grapple is the move because you don't have a
Breaking a grapple is also a major action.
Go for the move.
Break free. I mean, she's just gonna back up a little
No,
bit.
that's fine. I'm saying go for the move.
Let me double check that I have her speed right. Yeah. So she is gonna move here and kind of, I assume those are, I don't know.
Chairs.
Chairs, and she's gonna crouch behind the chairs, trying to take a little bit of cover while she lets her aura heal herself.
Okay.
And that is it. That is the turn.
All right. Noir is still ducking and bobbing and weaving, and she seems really focused on that. And she's going to take a defensive stance. And now it's Mint's turn.
Okay then, Mint is going to, predictably enough, go for another shield dash. So he does this by, okay, so he's got his shield on one arm, so he's going to basically jump and spin with his shield on his arm and go for a swinging attack with it.
Okay. Once more, she still seems ready for it, especially because she was preparing for him to do this. So it just continues this dance of strike and her, like, just ducking and weaving and jumping and everything to avoid getting hit with an umbrella. So now it's Falcon's turn. Falcon is just going to be watching this spectacle of jump and jump and jump and let out a small sigh. He's going to walk slightly forward so he can see Cherry. And once more, the black guns simply revert to being guns. And he just points one at each of them and then starts firing again.
Damn, overkill much?
Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Crazy Legionary.
So Mint is going to take 2. And Cherry is going to take 1.
Oof.
So she's going to go down to 2, and Nora, move out of the way. So Mint is at 2, Cherry is currently at 2, but because it is now Cherry's turn, Cherry goes to 3. So it's Cherry's turn.
Cherry is going to use her focus attack to attack Falcon. She's going to kind of just let her tattoo glows and kind of just flex her hand and then kind of slice out with her hand and send kind of a blade of wind. It's, pink tinged out at Falcon. So that's 8, and I think it's defended by... Oh god, hold on.
I didn't pull up focus.
Me neither.
I don't know why I didn't pull up focus.
Me
Oh, because
neither.
it's not listed under fighting styles because it's technically not a fighting style. Or it's not a fighting style, I
It
mean.
is defended by a ranged attack, so ranged armor.
Okay. So how much is... I mean, you're going to roll it anyway.
8. It is 8 damage. Come on, baby. Alright. Let's hope he doesn't have ranged armor.
Okay. So he isn't focused at all on you. He's mostly focused forward on Mint, and when the blade just whacks into him, it seems to buffet him, and he kind of looks a little bit angry for a moment as he swings his head towards you and growls a little bit. So you probably hit him.
Cherry's going to give a little wave. Let's go, Mint. Let's do something. Come on, I believe in you.
It's a shame I don't believe in myself.
Okay, now it's Nora's
Cherry
turn.
doesn't believe in you either, if that makes any help.
And as she moves past one of these attacks, she's going to swing, and she's just going to end up overshooting or thinking he was where he was, thinking he is where he was just a second ago, and just doesn't hit. So now it's Mint's turn.
Alright, okay. Mint, clearly seeing the futility of fighting Noir as he is, he instead chooses to go for Falcon. Okay, I'm going to change my modifier with the defensive weapon merit to defense now, because Lord knows he doesn't want to get grappled. And I'm going to do a shield bash. Oh yes, and use my minor action as a healing aura. So.
Okay. Okay, so Mint has 2 aura, or yes, 2 aura. And we'll heal this turn. Healed 1, and next turn we'll heal 1 as well. Cherry still has 2 turns left. You were doing a shield bash, correct? That's what was just rolled. Okay. Wow, that is an impressive roll.
Wow.
But sadly, those not because the 10s fall with outside of the range. So you go in for the shield bash, and Falcon is still not focused on Mint now because he's now focused on Cherry, and the umbrella. He hears it at the last second and dodges out of the way. And he just seems rather annoyed at the both of you. As you can see his fists once more steaming slightly. And then with that it's Falcon's turn, because that was Mint's turn.
At this point, Mint's chuckling nervously, like, please don't hit me.
Falcon looks at Cherry as he just swings a fist towards Mint. So his fist not even coming close as he's not paying attention to Mint. And his eyes are clearly focused on Cherry. As he then walks over and just kind of stands in front of her, tapping his foot, which is now Cherry's turn. Cherry goes up to 4 and has 1 turn of healing aura remaining. Side note, I'm not looking at the chat, so all of the comments everyone has been making to tell me things has not been coming through.
Oh, I haven't looked either.
Leo posted what the disarm action was.
Yes. Sherry's gonna act all innocent and ask if there's, how you doing, officer? Anything wrong? And just kind of look all sweet and innocent for a second before whipping her staff round and trying to conk him upside the head again.
Okay, rolled it.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no.
Yeah.
He just slightly moves out of the way and just says, I believe how I'm doing when you told me last was, you told me, what was it, fuck the police? And then it's Noir's turn. And Noir is going to switch to her gun and attempt to shoot at Cherry.
Hate crime.
Oh my god. And
Jesus.
the bullet impacts right on her side, taking her down to 2.
Ugh.
Which now means it is Mint's turn, so Mint goes back up to 4. And that is the end of their healing aura.
Cherry's gonna yell, for the love of all that is holy, do something useful for once, and help me take this guy out.
Mint yells back, that's what I'm trying to do. And just like that, he races over.
Try harder.
And this time, he's going to go for an all-out aura strike. Well, that roll sure was a roller coaster.
Six. Falcon does take a hit. You do actually succeed in hitting him. So, how much you did, you don't know. But you do know that the umbrella collides with him, and he just seems even more annoyed than he was before. And with that,
Cherry's gonna raise her fist up and just kind of hold it up to piss him off even more.
so Falcon... What Falcon's going to do is just... Especially with that, he is going to attack. And he just pulls his fist back and puts everything into his fist. It doesn't catch fire, but Cherry sees stars as she drops to 0.
Oh.
And Cherry has now been eliminated from the fight, as the buzzer sounds, alerting that one of the combatants is done, not both. So it would be Cherry's turn, but now it's Noir's turn. And Noir is once more going to shoot at Mint. And one of the chairs beside Falcon explodes, but just with a hole straight through it. But both Falcon and Mint are left alone and just hailed with slight bits of plastic that rain down on them.
All right, Mint looking rather sheepish, considering that his partner is now down and that it's probably his fault. He goes in for a shield bash. I'm going to change my modifier from defense this time to armor.
Wait, was that the roll?
That was the roll for the shield bash, yeah.
Okay, I didn't see it come up, so my brain can't remember where we are. Because normally you'd have me punctuating in the center of it, but you don't. So, where does it? It says 3 successes, but there aren't 3 successes on there. Either way, it doesn't hit because the last success is the only one.
Oh, wait, I think it's because I typed in. I didn't type in the 7F1 so it's.
I'd still within. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, it rolled the right number of dice. I'm just wait, 7s aren't a success.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm missing the 7F1.
Yeah. Here's the copy.
Okay. The attack misses. And then it's Falcon's turn. And Falcon just turns around, his fist already on fire, as he swings towards Mint wholeheartedly. It was set to armor, right? Last, or was it defense?
Yes, set to armor.
Okay, that's what I thought. And Falcon, the punch starts to drive Mint back a little bit, but Mint just pushes forward and stays his ground and actually doesn't feel hurt by the punch. So, successfully avoided the damage. And now it is I guess I can take Cherry out of the order. Noir's turn, who once more fires, and more holes are appearing in the chair as she just keeps saying, "Sorry!" And now it's Mint's turn again. Oh, I forgot to take off Mint's aura armor, but whatever.
Okay then. In retaliation to Falcon's attack, he's going to go with an all-out attack in response.
Okay. the umbrella glances off of Falcon's shoulder and doesn't seem to really connect as it drives forward, which means that it's Falcon's turn. Oh, Jesus. I am going to actually screenshot this because it's kind of impressive, the result I got. But
worried.
Falcon swings forward in response as Mint is a little bit overextended, with the umbrella glancing off his shoulder, and the fist collides directly with Mint's chest, sending Mint flying backwards. Mint is reduced to 0.
Damn.
Damn, son. That's cold.
And I'm going to post the result he got. And then the combat class ends as the second buzzer sounds. So there you go. No extra credit was given out for this match because no one knocked Falcon on his ass.
So close.
So close. You did almost actually drive him back, and at least probably would have counted that. So,
Ouch.
because this is a little bit different than most fights, because you're facing against 2 NPCs who don't have their information filled in, I'm also going to give you this chance to make make some guesses from what you saw in the fight of anything you think they have. So, let me just pull up their sheets again. I spelled Falcon wrong in my own search. So I'll give you a note that for Noir, she has filled in that she has ranged weapons 2, brawl 1, none of her attributes, and that she has weapon 1, pacifist 1, armor 3, custom armor 1 or maybe more, and quick draw. And Falcon has that he has strength 4, dex of 3+, brawl 4, ranged weapons 4, short temper, gunslinger 3+, dual weapons quick draw, and armor 3. Those are the things that are known about him. Oh, and what his semblance is. So you may make any guesses?
I think I'm gonna guess that Noir has at least 2 to wits and dexterity.
I was gonna say at least 3.
Okay, yeah, 3, so 2 is the minimum there.
Okay. Why?
Combination of the fact that she was taking notes mid-combat. You know, that pretty high wits, pretty high, I would argue, intelligence. I would guess, investigation, probably same thing. And Dex just being able to avoid attacks like that.
Okay, so I'm noting you guessed that was what, wits 3, from what I was getting, wits 3, int 3, dex what?
3.
Let's go with dex 3, yeah.
Okay, so you're guessing all 3s. And did you have a guess for what her investigation was? Because I know you mentioned it. I'm rolling down the list of things you mentioned.
I'll throw 2.
Okay.
Don't have that much information.
Okay. Lishby, did you want to make your guess? I remember you guessed wits 2, dex 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm assuming for the
I'm
same
gonna say
reasons.
3 actually. I think he's a little bit closer on that.
Okay.
I would guess that she probably has empathy 3 or 4, maybe.
I'll
Pretty high
make
empathy with
a
the fact
reminder to everyone, because this has been made several times. Empathy is also the ability to empathize, like to actively empathize. It's more like, it's not what your empathy level is at. It's like using that to help you.
Like insight, then, right?
Yeah, it's basically insight. Because you can be a very empathetic person with empathy 0. Because I want to make sure that it's not like these two things aren't necessarily connected like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that she has. I don't know. Is there a semblance defensive based? Like a defensive buff of sorts? We didn't really see much of it, so
No, you didn't see her aura fire off at all
I
either.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, no, I'm letting you know. Like, it's not something that you would be even in character probably thinking about, because her aura only fired off when she was hit once.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time you kind of saw anything about that.
Fair enough.
Versus like Falcon, when you saw him Falcon punch you. Side note, that is actually the name of his semblance.
Yes.
Did you have any guesses on Falcon? Because you made some guesses on Noir.
Should we perhaps guess that he has a bit of intimidation? Because he, with all his growling and all that, he was pretty spooky.
Probably a good bet. I would say intimidation 3.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Nah, I'm gonna guess that his weapons are weapon 2.
Okay. I think those are
Also,
both fair guesses.
I wanna possibly, correct me if it was just flavor or not, but Gunslinger, was it just flavor that he used all his bullets, or was that Gunslinger 5?
It was flavor, but I will allow you to recognize that he has Gunslinger 5. I'll tell you straight up now that he does have Gunslinger 5.
I would say that Gunslinger 5 was probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
I would guess his semblance is probably at a 2.
Why would you guess that?
Because it was like strong, but it wasn't like he used it 3 times, and that was
He used it twice.
Once
was him just getting angry and it was flaring up, but he didn't actually use it.
We Falcon punched Cherry and he Falcon punched Mint.
Yes.
Once. So I would say that's. But neither of them. Well, the one against Mint rolled well, but the one against Cherry didn't. So I'm guessing it's probably not a huge boost.
No, the one against Mint actually missed. I will tell you that. Because it was Mint. Because the one when he actually Falcon punched against Mint missed. Like he started to drive Mint back, but didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's just not as developed.
Okay, I will accept that as an answer and score appropriately. I will say you also do know I put the effect of his semblance. It costs 4 AP, and it is semblance plus stamina to his next brawl attack.
I didn't know if that was considered out of character.
No, I'll let you take guesses out of character with that. Like I wanted
also guess
in character reasoning.
I would guess that he has aura 3.
Wouldn't it be or wait? Does Falcon have any other merits left?
He does. He has the capacity for more. Just because the field is maxed out doesn't mean he doesn't have more. Sorry, I'm going to add a question marks underneath there. He does have the possibility for more merits.
Yeah, I would guess Aura 3, because he was able to use his semblance and still stay pretty strong, which would put his Aura pool at about, or it'd be Aura 4, right?
Yes, it would. He has. I will
Yeah.
tell you, he has a minimum of Aura 4
would
because he
say
used
Aura
it twice.
4. Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, I would guess his stamina is probably a 4 as well, because he was able to take a ton of hits, which means he has a ton of health, despite even his armor being pretty good.
All right. I'm going to just say we're going to close out the recording really quick because I realized I haven't done that yet. So,
All right.
thank you everyone for watching.